Home and away fans, buckle up. We're heading straight back into that devastating train crash, a shocking betrayal from Eddie, life-changing news for Sonny, and a huge custody clash over Archie. Lives are on the line this week in Summer Bay, so let's break down exactly what's coming from 19 to 22nd January 2026. Hey everyone, welcome back to Soap Shenanigans. I'm Jog, and this is where we dive into all the latest home and away spoilers, theories, and juicy drama from Summer Bay. If you love getting your spoilers early, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown. And before we get into it, let me know in the comments after the season finale, who do you think should pay the biggest price for the train crash storyline? Alright, let's go day by day. Monday, 19th January 2026. We pick up right where that massive season finale left us, with lives hanging in the balance after the train crash. David is front and center this week. He's got both his daughters Lacey and Jo trapped on that train, and you can feel how desperate he is. His mission is simple: get them out alive. The real question is, who actually survives? Tane and Levi arrive on the scene absolutely frantic. Levi is laser focused on saving Mac. Remember, they are trying for a baby again after everything they've been already through. This accident could make their journey even harder, emotionally and physically. We also see Levi trying to get into the tunnel to help, but Cash shuts that down, which will only add to the tension. Then there's Tane, who would literally do anything to save Jo. In that spoiler photo from the official Home and Away Facebook page, we see him carrying an unconscious Jo out of the wreckage. But the real shock, Eddie, the same Eddie who claimed he'd do anything for Jo, the guy who just proposed to her, ends up leaving her behind to save himself before the train collapses. Tane is dumbfounded, and honestly, can you blame him? David wasn't exactly thrilled about Jo and Tane before, but after watching Tane risk everything to save his daughter, I think we're going to see David's attitude shift. He also clearly stopped pushing Jo towards Eddie, and moments like this show why. As for the death, we know it's not one of the core main cast. They've been spotted filming. My money is on that guy who hit on every woman on the train and struck out every time. In the spoiler photo, the person in the body bag looks smaller, which lines up with that side character. But remember, injuries that look minor at first can still turn fatal later, so don't completely rule out a twist. Tuesday, 20 January 2026. The rescue mission ramps up on Tuesday. Lives are still on the line and the clock is ticking. Tane is in full-blown race against time. Jo ends up stuck and he has to save her before she's crushed. This is likely when Eddie abandons them, choosing his own safety over Jo's life. That image of Tane carrying an unconscious Jo is probably from this day. Then we get a huge emotional beat. A Summer Bay resident receives life-changing news. The strong theory is that it's about Sonny. Remember that photo that circulated of Sonny in a wheelchair? We're finally moving towards answers about his injuries. Is he going to be permanently paralyzed, or is there a chance it's temporary? Either way, this has the potential to completely change who Sonny is. He's always been a ray of sunshine, the guy who sees the fun side of everything. How does someone like that cope when their whole future is suddenly uncertain? And what does this mean for his relationship with Dana? Wednesday, 21 January 2026. Wednesday shifts us from physical survival to emotional fallout. We saw at the finale that Leah had a big aha moment after talking to Lacey, who reminded her that Theo would want them to move forward. Leah's been spiraling for weeks, pushing Justin away, obsessing over Sonny, and even accusing Justin of not caring about Theo. On Wednesday, she turns to Alf. After her earlier breakthrough, she opens up to him again, and that could be the start of her slowly healing and reconnecting with Justin. We'll just have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Levi has some shocking news to deliver. The spoilers keep it vague, so we're left to speculate. Is it about Mac? Maybe another pregnancy loss or complication? Is it about Jo? Maybe a coma or serious ongoing injury? Or could Levi be calling Marley with news that Abby was in the train accident? Eden is worried about a friend, and this most likely points to Remy. Remy could be carrying heavy guilt, feeling like he's to blame for what happened, and Eden can see this guilt might destroy him if it's not dealt with. It could also involve Sonny and the news he receives, but Remy being weighed down by responsibility feels like the stronger angle here. Thursday, 22 January 2026. Thursday is a triple episode event and things get messy fast. Harper decides to be honest with her mom. This could be about not fully trusting her around Archie or not allowing her to have unsupervised time. Harper has been cautious and honestly, given Carrie's history, that makes sense. John is set to deliver some bad news. The spoilers don't say to who, but given everything going on, it could tie into the crash fallout or something administrative in the bay. Marley confides in Levi. We know Marley and Abby were in a bad place. She got drunk, ended up on the train, and missed the anniversary trip he planned. They argued over the phone, and she said some cruel things. Marley went on the trip alone, so if he's confiding in Levi now, it raises a big question. Did Marley do something he regrets while he was away? Or is he just drowning in guilt that he wasn't there for Abby when it mattered most? Carrie, meanwhile, is feeling bad about her past mistakes. Or at least she says she is. The big question is she genuinely sorry or is this another performance? There's this nagging feeling that Carrie's not completely clean or upfront. Harper is stubborn when it comes to her mom, and I really worry this blind spot could come back to bite her. Tane starts losing faith in Harper. From his point of view, she says one thing and does another, especially when it comes to decisions about Archie. Tane and Harper are heading for a major showdown, and honestly, I can understand why Tane doesn't fully trust her when Archie's future is at stake. I'm rooting for Tane to come out on top here, and then Carrie starts telling lies that cause trouble. The spoilers don't specify who she lies to, but my bet is Tane. If she wants Tane to lose custody of Archie, spreading lies would be one way to do it. There's also a chance she stirs things up with Dana to keep her away from Harper, but Tane feels like the main target. By the end of the week, Marley is feeling deeply sorry and wants to apologize, almost certainly to Abby, whether it's because he did something while he was away or because he just feels he let her down by not being there. It does seem like there is more to the story than we've been told so far. So that's your full spoiler breakdown for Home and Away from 19 to 22 January 2026. Train crash fallout, betrayals, life-changing injuries, and a custody war brewing over Archie. If you made it this far, hit that like button, it really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next breakdown and theories video. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Eddie can ever come back from leaving Jo behind? And should Tane keep custody of Archie? Or do you see Carrie getting away? Drop your thoughts in the comments and I'll be replying to as many as I can. Thanks for watching Soap Shenanigans and I'll see you in the next one.